Alright guys, we are back today with another Kickstarter episode, but this time we're taking a look at a project I think is top notch. Now let's get right into this one. A bomb-proof bike. A low maintenance commuter bike. No chain, no flats, no cables, no brake pads, no derailleurs, no rust, no paint. So, they claim this thing's bomb-proof. I think if a bomb blows up, you're probably still gonna die, I don't think it's gonna protect you. It's not a whole lot going on in there, but it certainly looks like it's not going to be breaking. So let's just go ahead and jump right into this video right here.
Bicycles are great. They're fun, environmentally polite, and just good exercise. They also require a lot of upkeep. Tires deflate or worse, go flat. Chains stretch, rust, and break. They're greasy too. Brake cables stretch, get sticky, and also break. You can snag your clothes in the chain or get a flat tire. Wouldn't life be better with a bicycle that never gets a flat tire and doesn't have a chain at all? This is the future of bicycles. It's called the ESO bike, but you can call it the bomb-proof bike. The ESO bike is so radically different, so over-the-top future-proofed, that you will want to know how we got a time machine to find it. It's literally the toughest bike made. Built on a super strong stainless steel frame, this bike is missing the weakest part of all bicycles, the chain. Cars haven't had a chain drive for over 100 years. Some motorcycles haven't had a chain drive for over 30 years. What's up with chains on today's bicycles?
Okay, so that's basically the whole premise of this project. Why be stuck in the past with chains when you can go forward and not have them and not have to worry about all the issues that comes with them? Granted, those issues sometimes aren't really that big a deal, but it can be a nuisance, and this will probably last you a lot longer than a normal bike. The only real issue I've seen with this so far is that they don't paint them, which it might be nice to choose a color or design or something you like on it. Just because, I don't think everyone really wants to drive around a shiny bare metal bike. Let's be honest. Alright, so let's look at their story here. 100% fun, 0% maintenance. They're just talking about all the problems of a normal bike and how this one doesn't have any of those problems. That's actually really cool. So here we just got a couple pictures of people holding the bike. So it's got a really small frame. So I'm betting that it's probably really light, which is great if you're riding a bicycle for a long amount of time. As we can see right here, it says it's using airless tires and some sturdy spokes in the wheels so that you don't bend your wheel or, go flat or anything. So that's really cool, especially if you're riding around near a construction site or, you're out in a dumpy part of town or something, there's glass over the floor. Maybe you're by a bar and there's just glass everywhere. That could be an issue, but with this you don't have to worry about that. You can go safely. I see this as an absolute win. So here's just some more shots and up closes of it. So they're using aircraft aluminum, which I think means it's pretty strong. I've seen that in a lot of things before. So right here it says that it only has a single gear, which could be a bit of a downfall if you're not an experienced biker. But, I'm sure an experienced biker would probably want more gears. So I'm guessing that this is probably going to be fine for most people. Unless you just really want some extra gears. Personally I like some extra gears when I'm going up a hill because, I get tired real quick. But I'm sure most people don't get tired that as quickly as I do. It's probably just a me thing. Alright, so we've got the features here that I've gone over earlier. Just talking about the tires, the no chain, talking about brake spokes, and the gear and the airless tires, so that's nothing new. But here we go, we got this timeline, which is super important. Most people never put this in their Kickstarter. You can see exactly when they plan to do everything. And they got their logo, and they have a project budget, which is awesome. Most Kickstarters never have this, and you can see exactly why they want the amount of money they do, and no question about it. So they've got their making costs, their taxes and fees, multiple other, which, I'm sure there's costs somewhere that costs that much, and the fulfilling part, which is only $9,000. But I'm sure they would have enough money to fulfill all these with a budget of $300,000. Now, unfortunately, I don't think they're going to get that much money, because if we go back up here to the top of this project, they've gotten 10,000 of their 300,000 with 13 backers with 55 hours left to go. So unfortunately, I don't think this is quite going to really make it. And I think if we go to the pledges here, we'll know why. It's a bit of an expensive bike. You see a $1,400 early bird, you get $100 off, so it's a $1,500 bike. So this isn't made for everyone. It's an expensive bike, but it's one that's going to last a long time. So you got to think of it kind of as an investment, right? Alright, so the risks and challenges are pretty simple. They said they don't really have quality control over the production run, which is something they would be able to fix in the future. But they're saying it's a bit over their hand, and here they are saying they have environmental commitments to encourage sustainable practices such as biking, which is good. So that's about going to do it for this Kickstarter. I thought it was a pretty cool Kickstarter. Unfortunately, it looks like this will get nowhere near the funding it needs, which is a total shame, because it seems like such a cool idea to have just such a durable bike that doesn't even have a chain. Personally, every bike I've ridden's had a chain. I've always had some sort of problem with the chain getting off, switching gears, or maybe you accidentally kick it, There's always a problem with the chain. They're a big pain in the butt. And this is an awesome solution, but unfortunately, it's just a little too expensive for the people on Kickstarter funded. I think maybe if the price was slashed in half, maybe it'd have a little bit more interest, but a $700-800 bike is still pretty expensive for most people. So unfortunately, it's a great idea, but the price point's just not there. So like, comment, subscribe, check out socials, write it down in the description. I'm working on getting those things up, and they will be there as soon as they're available. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time when I cement a crawfish.
All about humanity.